WUSA9 Weather Impact Alert is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan.
And good evening once again, everyone. I'm Meteorologist Topper Shutt. We're going to talk about our back-to-back weather alerts on Thursday and Friday. Now, it's not going to be raining continuously all of those days, but enough for we have to kind of adjust our plans a little bit. All right, let's start with temperatures right now. It's 9 degrees cooler than it should be this time of year, 10 degrees cooler in Leesburg, 11 in Fredericksburg. It's 54 today, which is over 10 degrees below average. It felt better today because we had sunshine, but we had no wind, or very little wind. So it was a little more comfortable day. And we needed our shades today. You can trade those in for the umbrella for Thursday and Friday. If you're going to go out, next 12 hours are fine. It gets into the 40s pretty quickly, though, and stays clear, and then clouds come in after midnight, stays dry through 6, 7 o'clock. But look at the temps. I mean, mid-40s. That's pretty chilly. And temps are not going to move much the next couple of days, Thursday and Friday, because of clouds and showers and an easterly component to the wind. That is going to keep us on the cool side. So here's the radar past couple of hours to kind of widen this out. So these are going to be our showers as we get into Thursday. A lot of these are going to stay just to the north of town. So you have a much better chance of a wet commute in Hagerstown and Cumberland along I-70 Frederick than you do in D.C. and certainly further south than that. So these are the showers that are going to roll through overnight. And again, you know, this is a little bit of snow north of Chicago and into portions of Michigan. It was in Indiana not too long ago. We'll zoom in a little bit, and you see pretty good downpours, actually, just to the west, southwest of Columbus. Everything pushing off to the south and the east. So it's going to kind of move along I-70 across Charleston and then kind of hug the I-70 corridor even as it moves through the immediate metro. Again, this is going to give us a much better chance of showers as we get into tomorrow morning north of town, and then a little better chance as we get a little closer to like Thursday night in town. I think that's going to be a little better chance then. So we're looking at not the heaviest of downpours. That heavy downpour is going to come on Friday as we get into Friday afternoon and Friday night. It has changed a little bit. Yesterday we were talking about rain getting in here by Friday morning. I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's going to be more in a case of Friday night or Friday afternoon when the heavy activity rolls through here. So this is going to roll just generally eastward overnight and be in parts of our area by tomorrow morning. So we'll kind of graph out tomorrow. We don't have a drop here, but if you're north of town, I think a drop's a pretty good bet. It's Frederick, Hagerstown, Cumberland. And again, the temps don't move much. I mean, mid-40s to start, chopping out in the mid-50s, that's it. And we have this south-southeast wind, and it will be a little breezy on Thursday. And that's not the nicest or warmest of winds. So it's going to have a little blustery on Thursday, even if it doesn't rain. So here's our weather impact, late week rain and showers. Again, we'll focus on Thursday and Friday. Both days will not be completely wet, but again, enough to cause us to get the umbrella and the jacket out. So chilly, impact periods of rain and showers. What do you need? Well, it's going to be cold and wet at the bus stop. Jackets required, maybe even a coat. I mean, it's going to be kind of almost cold in the mornings. And then wet commutes. Not every commute will be wet. Right now, I would say the best chance for a wet commute would be Friday night, Thursday morning north, and maybe Thursday evening south of town. So here we go. We're looking at temperatures tonight at 10 o'clock. Cool, chilly, in the 40s. Have that southeast wind. A little bit of rain showing up now from those showers out in Ohio, just kind of creeping into the mountains around Oakland and the Canaan Valley. And there, too, temperatures in the low 40s. You see that south-southeast wind. Again, not a warm wind. By morning, and this just updated about an hour ago. So by morning, it's cloudy everywhere, a couple sprinkles everywhere. The best chance for sprinkles will be north of Leesburg, Frederick northwest, out toward Hagerstown and Cumberland. If you're in southern Maryland, just kind of a cloudy, chilly to cold start at the bus stop. And again, that's 6 a.m. By 9 o'clock, showers kind of hugging the I-70 corridor here. But still, clouds and chilly everywhere else. So I can't rely on a sprinkle or a stray shower, but this is where most of the activity will kind of end up being Thursday morning. And we get into, say, Thursday afternoon. Now the showers get a little closer to us and kind of encompass a lot of I-81 and certainly all the way back to Cumberland and Oakland. And this is going to march its way across the metro. So much wetter in the afternoon and evening on Thursday than it will be Thursday morning. which is kind of the opposite of what it was yesterday. Yesterday, the models had the rain come in early, then kind of tailing off. Now it's going to sort of delay, stall north, and then come through most of the metro afternoon and evening. That's why we think the evening commute, not so great. Temps in the 50s. By 9:30, a little heavier rain. See the yellow and the orange? That indicates heavier activity. So, yeah, south and east of town tomorrow night, not great. We'll get a little bit of a respite north and west. So we get into 9, 10 o'clock on Thursday. Not pleasant, not going to clear out, but we get a little bit of a respite. But still some pretty good rain. Charles County, St. Mary's County, Calvert County, cross the river down into Spotsy as well. And temperatures haven't moved much, have they? Mid-40s to around 50, maybe low 50s down toward Fredericksburg. And again, that's 9:30 Thursday night. Okay. Friday, this is another change. Rain's delayed. So it may be we have just a cold, chilly, kind of misty, damp start on Friday. Temperatures in the 40s, around 50. Rain develops now from the south, and that's at 8:30, gets into southern Maryland. And the temps, again, look at this, 45 Hagerstown, 46 in Winchester, 50 in D.C. You know, Caitlin and I were talking about this. If this system had developed a little bit differently and a couple of days early, we could have had an April snow. I know. I digress. All right, by 12:30, 1 o'clock, now it's rained pretty much across the entire metro. Not quite to Frederick and Hagerstown yet, but don't worry, it's heading that way. And now the winds are more northeasterly. That's even a colder wind. Temperatures now, upper 40s, 47 Hagerstown, 49 Gaithersburg, 51 in D.C., only 53 in Fredericksburg. Wow, that's like kind of an early to mid-March kind of storm. And what's going to happen, it happens often in spring, you'll hear us talk about storms getting cut off. And that just simply means that the jet stream, instead of taking it, from west to east and kicking it on out, it becomes a circle around the storm, and it just can't move. It just drifts. And that's why we have showers in Thursday, showers in Friday, showers in Saturday, and even some lingering clouds on Sunday. So springtime, storms going to get they just sit and wander. The jet stream just can't kick them out. So this is going to be with us for a while. By 5:30, okay, boom, rain and showers and moderate rain at times now everywhere, even into Frederick and Hagerstown and north of I-70, up toward Glen Elg, and 50 in Leesburg, 50 in Manassas. Temps just aren't moving much, and there's still rain as far south as southern Maryland. So that's why we think the commute going home Friday, not so good. Earlier you leave, the better. Now, if you have Friday night plans, we still have showers in the forecast. Yeah, the heaviest rain kind of moves north for the time being. Winds are now almost due north, from the north, okay? And temps in the 40s. So, if you have plans Friday night, I hate to say this, but bundle up. It's going to be cold. I mean, rain and showers and 40s, that's going to make you feel pretty cold. Most important thing you can do is make sure whatever jacket you have can repel the rain and keep you dry, and then some layers after that. Again, 40s across the board. By Saturday morning, winds are now almost due north. Temperatures low to mid-40s. Yes, that is some snow west of the divide. We have some showers. Now, most of the showers are north and west of D.C., but we're going to keep showers in the forecast because some of these showers will pinwheel back into the metro as this low just kind of drifts. It's going to just kind of drift offshore and just kind of sit there for a while. By 10:30, lion's share of showers, yes, west of I-81. Snow expanding a little bit in Garrett County and down into the Canaan Valley, which is not unusual for them. But look at the temps. We're cloudy and 45, okay? Low to mid-40s across the board, even 46 in Fredericksburg. So, again, more late March. And this is Saturday morning at 10:30. So, how much rain the next few days? We'll say next 2 days. So, between now and 6:30 Friday night. Model's in pretty good agreement, of around half an inch to an inch, and I think that's going to be reasonable. I think you'll have a little higher amounts to the north and a little less to the south, but that's good agreement amongst the models. And so we'll kind of pick one model. This is the American model. By Friday morning, anywhere from 1/4 inch to almost 3/4 of an inch out toward Hagerstown. And again, that's because that first round Thursday, remember, was favoring north of town, kind of along the Maryland-PA border, in between the border and I-70. But we kind of catch up. So now we get into Friday evening. Now most of us have an inch across the board. And we need this rain. I'm going to show you the drought monitor. Yep, I'm going to show you the drought monitor in a minute because we need the rain. This is great news. I mean, over an inch, La Plata, Fredericksburg, Culpeper, almost an inch and a half. Fredericksburg closing in on 2 inches. Over an inch at National, Gaithersburg, and Frederick. I mean, that's great. And that's a Friday evening. Not going to add much to this by Friday night. I mean, a couple more showers, yes, but the lion's share will fall by Friday evening. We're not going to clear out or anything, and showers are still possible, but that's when the lion's share will fall, really between Friday afternoon and Friday evening. And that's why some of the downpours will be locally heavy. Not anticipating any flooding, but some ponding on the roads are certainly possible. Okay, take you into Saturday. Get a little bit more up to the north and the east. Almost 2 inches in Gaithersburg and Frederick. Now over an inch and a half in D.C., inch and a half in Manassas. And yep, Fredericksburg does hit that 2-inch mark by Saturday morning with those leftover showers. Or by Saturday night, rather. This is all the way through Saturday. So that's good news. I mean, everybody gets over an inch of rain. Don't see any flooding. No severe weather. About the best case scenario. Except it's Friday and Saturday, but okay. Even into Sunday morning, we had a couple of showers and a couple of tenths, hundredths of an inch, especially north, Gaithersburg up toward Frederick. So here's the drought monitor, and this is what I mean. I mean, most of the metro, almost all of Loudoun County and Fairfax, D.C., Prince George's, and even a little portion of Charles County and northern Calvert, that's a severe drought. So this is actually pretty darn good news for us to get some much-needed rainfall without flooding and without severe weather. Again, that's great news. So this will update on Thursday. We'll give you another look at this tomorrow. Don't think it's going to change too much, although we've had just a little bit of rain since the last one. So the weekend, let's break this down. Saturday, some showers, 54, blustery. It's going to be breezy both Saturday and Sunday. So think layers. You can do stuff outside. You can play golf. You could, probably won't be too windy for pickleball. Probably do that. But if you're playing golf, it's probably going to be cart path only because it will have rained so much. And it's going to be chilly. So layers. Even Sunday, we'll keep a straight shower in. Yeah, we're going 60 and more sunshine, but it's also going to be breezy on Sunday. And quite frankly, 60 with, the sun playing hide and seek, it's not exactly a toasty day. So if you want to do things on Sunday, you can, but think layers. I mean, Saturday, you can do stuff. Not a great day to maybe go to a vineyard or a brewery. Little better day on Sunday. A little better day for everything on Sunday. Also have a chance to dry out somewhat from the Friday and Saturday. So that does look more like March, doesn't it, than April? Our average high is now 65. So this is a full 10 degrees below average, and that's 5 degrees below average, So put that in perspective. I mean, like in January, that would mean our high temperature would be 31. So it's a little bit. And this morning was really cold. Temps in the 20s this morning. 26 at Dulles, 22 in Gaithersburg, and 34 at National. That's pretty cold. All right, now let's look ahead. So we get through Sunday. We have an isolated shower in. Monday, just a very slight chance of a shower. The big day here is going to be Friday. It's not quite a washout because it doesn't get in here Friday morning. Mainly Friday afternoon and Friday night. So that's why we have it just under washout, but it's not going to be a pretty day. I would think after school sports and activities would be altered, moved indoors or canceled on Friday, because by Friday afternoon, some of that rain does get kind of heavy. Okay, where is it cold? Well, Great Lakes, Mid-Atlantic, and Northeast. That's it, really. I mean, 45 in Chicago, 58 for us on Thursday, only 49 in Boston, 40 in Buffalo. Doesn't really get much better. I mean, okay, Chicago makes it to 50 on Friday. We're back to the mid-50s because of the clouds and showers and rain. And really, the more data I look at, I think that might be too warm. We'll address that tonight at 11. We may have to bump temps down a little bit. It's just not a warm pattern for us. But Bismarck's doing okay, 74. Denver's doing great, 81. Phoenix is starting its possible streak of 100-degree weather. Wow, okay. What about Saturday? Again, we're still kind of chilly to cold in the mid-Atlantic and Northeast. Chicago's back to 60. Now Kansas City's back up to 75. So it's going to take a minute to get some of this warmer air in here. Not until, Monday and Tuesday. So, I mean, Sunday we're finally hitting 60. But look at this. Kansas City's hitting 84 and 78 in St. Louis. That real warm air is not going to make it in here. But just enough of this will get into the mid-Atlantic and the DMV to give us temperatures in the low 70s as we get into Monday and Tuesday of next week. In fact, we'll show you temps. Here we go. It's kind of dismal at first, yes. Upper 50s on Thursday, mid-50s Friday, mid-50s Saturday. Kind of claw our way to 60 on Sunday, and then Monday we're finally back in the low 70s. So the real heat doesn't get in here, but at least we'll be back in the low 70s on Monday. That's pretty good. Now, anything warmer heading our way? Not really. I mean, low 70s on Tuesday, another front goes through. So we drop again to 60 on Wednesday, mid-60s Thursday, back to the upper 60s on Friday, Saturday. And by that time, that's going to be pretty close to average because our average high now, as I mentioned, 65, 66. So you get into the next 10 days, this is going to be pretty much spot on average. So not a super warm 10-day temp trend. We throw out these first 4 days, it looks a lot better once we get rid of the 50s and kind of focus on the low 70s. All right, so tomorrow, upper 50s, periods of showers, mainly late. Friday, mid-50s, rain, heavy at times, mainly in the PM. That's our back-to-back weather impact alert days. And then Saturday, some showers possible, not a washout, you can do stuff, but temperatures only in the mid-50s. I mean, that's a true April shower day, except it's going to feel more like March. On Sunday, we'll keep clouds in, isolated shower, temps around 60. There are the 70s on Monday and Tuesday. Yes, another front approaches Tuesday. So we do have some showers in Tuesday morning. We'll end the day with sunshine, but that's going to knock temps down over 10 degrees, back to 60 on Wednesday, which will feel kind of cool by then. So, yeah, this is kind of a chilly to, I would almost say cold 7 day. Okay, I want to remind everybody, follow us on Twitter and Insta, at Tenacious Topper, at Merriweather, at Caitlin McGrath, at Michaela DeSera WX, and meteorologist Jonathan Meyer. So follow us, send us picture, tag us. Remember, when we have events, you're our eyes, so keep that in mind. Also, download the app. Super easy to post pictures and videos. Lower right says near me. You just click that. You can upload a picture or video. We get it right away. So track storms along with us. And remember, a lot of folks don't know this, but when you download the app, you put in naturally your home address, okay? And that's where the radar zooms in, right? But if you travel somewhere, you can take that app and radar goes across the world. So you can follow it, oh, is it going to rain? I'm going to Chicago. Just move it over and it'll track it for you there too. So that's what I mean by tapping the right portion of the screen, the near me, and send us pictures. And of course, hashtag WUSA9 Weather. So that's it. That's our we'll do this again tomorrow night, by the way, and we'll have new data in at 11 o'clock. May have to change the arrival time and departure time of the rain and showers, but right now we're not going to change anything in terms of the weather impact alert for Thursday and Friday. So again, we'll refine it at 11 o'clock, but right now, get your umbrella handy and keep it handy. For now, I'm meteorologist Topper Shutt.